All right, today we're jumping into the story of a city that honestly feels like it's living in two different centuries at the exact same time. We're going to take a look at the urban biography of Taipei.
So, let's just kick things off with a question that really gets to the heart of what this place is all about. What actually happens when you smash ancient history right up against hypermodern life?
Well, you get Taipei. It's this city of incredible contrasts, right? You've got ancient temples literally sitting in the shadow of massive skyscrapers. You've got these buzzing, chaotic night markets right next door to cutting-edge tech hubs. So we're going to dig into how its history, its people, and its culture all came together to create this totally unique identity. Okay, so to really get a handle on the Taipei we see today, we've got to go way back. We have to start at the very beginning, with the land itself, and then look at all the layers of history that were built right on top of it.
First up, let's talk about the setting. Picture this. Taipei is tucked into this natural basin, kind of cradled by mountains, and with three big rivers running through it. Now, this geography wasn't just for protection. It literally defined how the city grew for centuries. Then you throw in that subtropical climate, hot, rainy summers, cool, humid winters, and you've got the exact environment that shaped everything that came next.
This timeline, it's perfect because it really shows how Taipei's identity was built up in these distinct layers. So back in the 19th century, it was a buzzing trading post during the Qing dynasty. Then, boom, the Japanese period comes along and it gets a total makeover into a modern capital. And finally, after 1949, it becomes the political center of the ROC, which just kickstarted the insane growth we see today. Every single one of those eras left a deep mark.
So that's the backstory, the history, but a city is way more than just its buildings, right? It's really all about the people. So now let's take a look at the millions who call Taipei home and give the city that incredible energy it has today.
Now check this out. If you just look at the official population for Taipei City proper, the number you'll find is about 2.5 million. And yeah, that's a pretty respectable size for a capital city.
But hold on, because that is only part of the story. If you zoom out and look at the whole metro area, that number just explodes to over 7 million people. And this, right here, is the key. Taipei's real influence, its real energy, it comes from this much, much bigger population that spills way beyond the official city lines.
And that huge difference between the two numbers, it explains the whole daily rhythm of the city. Just imagine it, millions of commuters flooding into the city center for work every single morning. It creates this incredibly dense, buzzing hub of activity. And then, in the evening, they all flow back out. It's a city that's just in constant motion.
So who are these millions of people? Well, for starters, they're super highly educated, and they're the ones powering the city's amazing tech and creative industries. But at the same time, Taipei is dealing with a big challenge, an aging population. That's a really key social dynamic that's shaping everything from public services to family life. And language? Yeah, Mandarin is the official tongue, but if you listen close, you'll hear this rich tapestry of Taiwanese Hokkien and Hakka being spoken all over the place. Okay, so we've done the history, we've talked about the people. Now for the really fun part. What's it actually like to be there? Let's go on a super fast tour of the sights, sounds, and tastes that make Taipei completely unforgettable. I mean, where else can we start but with the modern symbol of the city, Taipei 101. This thing was once the tallest building on the planet. Its design, inspired by a stalk of bamboo, is just an absolute icon on the skyline. And trust me, the views from the top, absolutely breathtaking.
Okay, now let's do a complete 180 and jump from the super modern to the super ancient. We're talking about the National Palace Museum. This place holds one of the biggest collections of Chinese imperial artifacts in the entire world. We're talking over 700,000 pieces. You can see legendary treasures here like the famous and unbelievably intricate jadeite cabbage.
And then there's Longshan Temple. Now, this isn't some stuffy museum piece, no way. It is a living, breathing center of faith. It's one of Taipei's oldest and most important temples, just this vibrant hub where you can literally see local culture and tradition happening in real time, every single day.
You want to feel like you've stepped back in time? Then you have to go to Dadocheng. This whole historic district just feels like you're walking through 19th century Taipei. You've got all the traditional medicine shops, the old-school tea houses, and it really truly comes alive during its huge, vibrant Lunar New Year market. And seriously, the list just goes on and on. You've got the grand architecture of the Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall. You've got Yangmingshan National Park, this amazing natural escape just outside the city. Then there are the historic hot springs in Baitong, a holdover from the Japanese era, and you can't forget the romantic sunsets over the Tam Sui riverside. The sheer variety of things to do is just incredible.
And let's be real, you can't talk about Taipei without talking about the food. I mean, it is an absolute feast. You've got the world-famous beef noodle soup, you've got the ultimate comfort food, braised pork rice. But the real heart of the city's food scene, that beats in its night markets, with their just endless, amazing variety of street food.
So when you put it all together, what does it actually feel like to be there? Well, it's unbelievably convenient thanks to a world-class transit system. It's super creative. They're always turning old industrial spots into these cool, vibrant art parks. And it's just so culturally rich with that perfect, seamless blend of old historic neighborhoods and shiny new districts.
You know, if there's one single takeaway from all of this, it has to be this. Taipei is a city where tradition and modernity don't just happen to exist side by side. No, they actually feed off of each other. They enrich each other, creating this beautiful, dynamic harmony.
So, we've walked through the history, we've met the people, we've even gotten a taste of the culture. And now, I'm going to leave you with a final thought to chew on. If you had just 24 hours in this incredible city, with all of its layers and all of its possibilities, what would you go discover first?